making this it's a long pencil with a cowl neck, so I'm just going to make a quick tutorial on that. Here I have 2 yards of fabric with me, but this will not be enough. I still have other animal skin print, but with different color. The color is slightly different, which will not really matter. So I'll use this for the damper because this is thicker, so I'll use this for the pencil part. So I'll just cut the upper part first, just a quick video because I don't have enough pattern paper here with me. So the first thing is to get your half length. I'm going to get my half length. So I'm getting my half length. I'll go this way. My half length is 17 inches, so I'll get 17 inches. I'll get my 17 inches this way. I'm using pen. This will not be really visible. And yes, I've seen a complaint of my video, my playback being too fast. I'll try as much as possible to reduce it, just for the video not to be too long. But yeah, since that you guys are complaining too much, I've just had to reduce, play it normal without fasting it. So here's my 17 inches. So I'll get my shoulder measurements. Which is this 7.5. I'll do my shoulder slope, just your normal body. Then this is sleeveless. I'll just use 7.5 inches for my chest line instead of 8. So I'll extend my chest line very well. Then please pardon all these lines, I don't have this thing here. So I'll also get my shoulder line. I'll bring it here so that I can do the shoulder slope. So the next thing is to get the midpoints and do my armhole curve. I'll divide it by 2. I'll do my armhole curve this way. So I'll take my bust measurement, which is 9.25, 39 divided by 4, 9.25. I'm going to add 1.5 inches allowance to this on 1 inch. Or 1 inch. Then I'll also get my shoulder measurement, which is 32 divided by 4. I'll also, there's no that, I'll also add my 1.5 inches allowance. Then I'll connect the lines very well. I don't know if this will be more visible. I'll connect the lines very well. So the next is to take your neck width. I'm using 4 inches neck width for. You don't need this. So for the depth, I'll go by 4 also. But back is 1. You don't really need this. I'm just making. So I'll connect my shoulder slope. Connect the shoulder slope. The next thing is to determine how off you want this. How off you want it. So I'll go down by 7 inches or 8 inches. I'll go down by 7.5 inches from the shoulder line. I'll go down by 7.5 inches. Then I'll connect the lines very well. So I'm going to be cutting this part off. So I'll cut this off. So here I'll cut this line off. So I'll use this one now to cut the back. I'll cut the back. Well, there's a way I want the back to be. I want the back to have a V-neck. I want the back to have a V-neck. I'll just see if this can be cut out the back from you, which will not be enough. So I'll just use this. Remember that we are adding a zipper allowance to the back, but I'll just cut it this way first. Cut the back this way. here is the back. Now I'll cut the back the way I want. I want the back to come down. From here I'll go down by how I want it to have this V effect. So I'll go down by 3 inches or 4 inches. So I'll go down by 4 inches. And I'll connect it this way. Maybe V form. So I'll connect it, and another thing is that I don't want it to have this armhole curve. So I'm going to remove this armhole curve of the thing. So I'll just still slant it this way. Still slant it this way to come like this. So I don't want it to have this place now. So when I place it to the front, it will just go like this. So I'll cut this part off like this. So I'm going below that 3 inches. So this is it for the back. This is the zipper side. I'm yet to add the zipper though. So but here is the zipper side indicate so that you will not forget zipper. I'm adding a zipper to this. But this is where it will look. This is where it will look. So here is it, the back. Remember that I'm still going to add a zipper allowance to this part. Here is it for the back. So we are still going to work with the front. So here is the front, through the front. Here. So here now I'll determine, I'll go down by 2 inches. That is the part I'm going to cut out. I'll go down by 2 inches. I'll extend it. So I'm going to drape. I'm going to be slashing this 2 inches line. I'm going to be slashing it. I'll slash it this way. Leave like half an inch. Don't slash it off. So I'll place it. I'll take another pattern paper and place it this way. I'll take another pattern paper and place it this way. So I'll hold it with a pin or your tape. I'll use the tape to hold it. So you now determine how wide you want your drape to be. I'm going to use 7 inches to 8 inches. So this is 8 inches. I'm using 8 inches. So I'll now hold it. It depends on how open you want it. So I'll still come down a bit because I don't want to reveal my cleavage much. So I'll measure what I have here. I have almost 7 inches, which is okay if you don't want to reveal your cleavage much. I'll still hold here for it to relax very well. So this is what I have. The next thing is to extend this line because I want to cut it with the lining together. So I'm going to extend this line now. I'm going to extend this line. So I'll make a mark here. I'll make a mark. Then you don't have to trace this line now. Just make another smooth line. You don't have to trace this line. You don't have to start tracing this line. Just follow this other line that you have. You don't have to follow it this way. So the next thing is and the armhole too. So I'll take this like this. So this is it. You don't have to start cutting it. This is what we'll have for this now. This is what we'll have for it. So the next thing here is what I'm going to use as my lining. This place now is my lining. So I'm going to be cutting this out. Please watch how I'm going to cut it out. Watch it so that you know. So this part now, I'm going to cut it like this. I'll still take the plate and hold this place very well. So the next thing is to fold this plate now. This it doesn't have any measurement, but let me just measure it for you to see. It doesn't have any measurement, but let me measure what I have here. At least I have up to 9 points, almost 10. Almost 10. So I'll fold this thing like this. Like this. I'll fold it like this. So this is what I have. When you fold it very well, make sure everything aligns together. So I'll now I'll cut it this way. Trim the armhole. Trim my armhole line. this part also. You don't cut this part. So I've gotten my gown length. I'll remove my half length to get the full length that I want. Here I'm using the full tape. This is not a maxi dress, it's a pencil dress, but I just want the down. I just want it to be above my ankle, below my ankle, above. So this is what I have here. This is what I'm going to be using for the down part. So the next thing is to, but I'll still fold it. I'll fold it very well. But the next thing now is to get my hip location. What you are using for your hip location. This is skirt, so I'm going to use 8 for my hip location. So I'm not going to remove my half length again. But if you still want to remove your half length, if I remove 17 inches my half length, I'm going to use 25. But here I brought it down. I'm using 8. Here is my hip location. You can get your knee length, which is not necessary. This is my knee length. I'm not going to be using that. So the next is to take your hip measurement. My hip is, this is wide. I will reduce it. So my hip is 11. That's 44 divided by 4, 11. I'll still reduce something here. I don't want to lose habit. I'll get 44 my 11. Then I'll get 1 inch, 1.5 inch for the allowance. So the total of what I have here now, the total amount I have here is 12.75. That's 12.75. That's 12.75. I'll take it now. The 12.75, I'll place it here also. And minus 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So I'll minus 2 inches. I'll minus 2 inches. I'll place it here. I'll minus 2 inches. I minus 2 inches. So the next thing is to take my waist measurement. My waist is 8 plus 1.5 inches allowance. This is what I have. So I'll connect this now to this. Then you can connect with your hip cuff to this down part. So I'll do it with my free hand. So you don't have to take your knee length measurement, but you can do that if you wish. So I'll connect this way to make this 1.5 inches here. So I don't want it to have any puffiness here. I'll try and reduce any puffiness. This is what I have here. So this is it for the front part, which is ready. I'll cut it out. So this is the front. Here's the front. I'll trim this part very well. So this is what I have. I'll fold it and place it aside and fold the back. Fold the back. Remember to bring out your zipper allowance of 1 inch. So I bring the front. Place it straight. This is white. I'll reduce it. Make sure that everything is equal. So I'll still push it to bring out my zipper allowance of 1 inch. So this is what I have for the back. I'll cut out exactly the same thing. Here is the zipper allowance. I'll cut out the same thing. So I'll slit the zipper along and speaking. So I'll notch the zipper along. So this is ready. This is ready. There's the front. So I'll take this aside to check if this will be enough for the. So this is what you should have after cutting the front. Make sure this place is equal and it aligns very well. So make sure that this place aligns very well. Make sure that with any excess you trim it out. So when you cutting it up, this is what you will have. This is what you will have. You now notch this line right. You notch this line and also notch the other part. So although this is how it's going to be, but when you open it up, you have something like that. So I'll bring another fabric and cut it. Please make sure that this line is straight. Make it straight very well. So I'll cut it. So I'll place this. So you place it like this. Yes, you are going to cut it open. Make sure that this place is okay and equal. So I'll pin it down so that it doesn't move. Let me pin it down. This is what I have. I'm not going to be adding any line because I added another one, so I'm going to cut this way. So this part I asked you to notch, please make sure you notch it. Notch it very well. So we'll pin it very quickly. This is the lining and the main fabric. But you can line, you can still line it separately. So I'll open it up. When you open it up, this is what you will have. This is what you will have. Those notches hold your notches very well. So when you join it, this is how it's going to fall. This is how it's going to fall. So you make sure that this notches the ankle and everything rhymes very well. So this is it. The difference is much, but not really much. You may not really notice it from wearing it. It's much, but let it be like it's a design. To come out as a design. So this is it. This is what I have. This is it. It's not really, it doesn't really match, but it's okay. So I'll cut the back also. I'll just use the back and the front will be the same. you can cut this separately if you really want it to match, but I just wanted to join the lining and this one. I see that it's not working because the difference is really much, so I'm just going to cut it out. So I have to cut the front with this fabric. I'm going to join it straight from here. So instead of it to have a different color, let it have a front joining. So I'm going to join it. When I join it, it will be like this. So this is going to match. Then I'll place this aside to cut the back. I'm no longer using this color fabric, so I'll just manage and cut the back. The strap can come in a different color. So I'll try and use this to cut the back. I'm avoiding this line, this red line. So if I can't avoid it, I just have to cut it. So here is the front, this is the back. I'll place it. Remember that we're adding a zipper allowance. We're going to be adding a zipper allowance to this. So give in 1 inch zipper allowance. So I'll hold it with a pin. So this is 1 inch zipper allowance. And I'll cut. I'm just going straight in. This is the front end. So here I'm done joining it, and I've done out the straps. This is the strap. This is the strap. I've joined this one. Like, I'll show you how you're going to join it also. So this is one part of the strap and the sleeve part. So this other part is open. This is what we're going to do. Remember this notch, the knot that we're going to notch. So here is how you're going to just turn out your strap and everything. So here is how you're going to join your strap. Here is how you're going to join your strap. Open it. This is the back part. This is the back part. So you just fold to this notched part. Fold to this notch part, then it's 5 inches wide. Then after folding it, you have 1/2 inch. After folding it, you either have 1 inch or 1/2 inch. So this is it. So you take this part now. You add it. This is the notched part. You bring it to this notch part. You insert it on. I want this joint side to face this side. So I'm going to insert it this way, at least with 1/2 inch. I'm going to leave 1/2 inch. Look at the way I'm placing it. Look at the way it's inside. So I'll place it. This is the notch part. So I'm going to stitch on this side and close up the armhole. I'm going to close up the armhole. This is the folded part. This is the notch part. You insert it this way. You take your this thing, open the notch part, and insert it this way. Maybe you can leave 1/2 inch if you want. Then back stitch on this, then sew it this way. So I'll just hold this part now. I'll pin it. Then place this one this way. Make sure it matches very well. Then also hold it. We are going to sew like this, but stitch on this and you sew like this. So yeah, you're going to do it. So like this. Then close up this place if you want. So this is it. This is it. When you do that, you have the 2 straps ready, and this is the front. Look at how it's falling already. So this is it. This is how it's going to look in my. So after doing that, this is the one side of the back. I've turned it with the same line again. But stitch on it. So this is what I have. You can join one side. So after turning this other side, you take your remaining back, one side of your back. You take one side of your back right now. Here is the one side of my back. You place it this way. Still use the same 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches that you brought out for the allowance. That is what you are still going to. Please here. This is the armhole side. Where the armhole stops, that is where you are going to start joining. So you just hold it down. Make sure the down part is equal. You hold it with your 1.5 inches. So this is it here. This is it. So after that, you close up the zipper allowance. This place now is your zipper allowance. So after joining it, you have your zipper allowance with 1.5 inch. So with your 1 inch, you also close your zipper allowance with your 1 inch. So you close your zipper allowance with your 1 inch. So this is it. But before that, maybe after joining, there will be like excess You just have to trim the back excess. If there's any excess, even if the front is longer, you just have to trim it out. Then you can remove your 1 inch for your zipper pouch, or you can remove ½ inch. I'm going to remove ½ inch here. I'll remove ½ inch for the zipper pouch, but that is after joining it, so that I can also trim the front, because the front will be longer, so you just have to trim it if it's longer also. So that is it. So after that, how you are going to attach your this thing. If you want to do crossing, you can do crossing. If you want to attach it straight, you can attach it straight. So this is how you are going to attach it if you are doing the crossing. I don't know what I'm going to do, if it's crossing or not. If it's crossing, you just have to if you are doing crossing, you just have to take it this way and take this part this way also. You just have to measure it on your body, attach it like this. But I don't know if I'm what I'm going to do. So if you are attaching it, this is, you bring out your zipper allowance, your 1 inch zipper allowance, then go in by 3 inches. Go in by 3 inches from your zipper allowance. That is where you're going to attach your this. You can measure your bra strap if that is to know the length that you're going to attach. I'll measure my bra, the hand of my bra. Like anywhere you feel comfortable wearing your bra, that's where you're going to take your across back from your bra strap measurement. So you measure it, then you backstitch on this. You backstitch on this. From the zipper allowance, I went in by 3 inches or 4 inches. So this is how it's going to look. Assuming I'm attaching it this place now. Here's how it's going to look. So I'll just do that. So after that, you just trim everything. Make sure the back is neat and right. So the next thing also is to hold your skirt by the same 1.5 inches allowance. Just hold your skirt by 1.5 inches, not the middle of your skirt, then attach it. So make sure everything is equal. Then hold it with your 1.5 inches down. Hold it with your 1.5 inches down. Leave a space that you this is your sleeve, that is your back sleeve. You just determine how open you want your back sleeve, then you fold it up, fold it, hem the down part also, then attach your upper part. That is after joining everything, just the midpoint, you get the midpoint also, then attach it. That is the same way you're attaching. I'm brushing this already because it's late and I still have so much work I'm going to do. So just attach everything the way it is, and that is it. I will wear it now and show you how it looks on my body. Thank you guys.